Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about my friend Michael Joseph, alias Schism206, and his new website, which is rockstaresoterica.com. And it's so named because he is a musician and a researcher in mysticism, the occult, and esotericism, and therefore you get Rockstar Esoterica. Now, I've been corresponding with him for about 6 months, and he's helped me a lot. Our interests are distinct, but also they overlap to a large degree. And so if I was coming at, this is just an approximation, if I was coming at things from a social political perspective, then he would be coming at things from a religious, mystical, esoteric perspective as a Catholic who's critical of occultism. And so if you start from those two different positions, you eventually move together because you run out, you chase down enough dead ends to where now you have to move into a different field to make sense out of things. And so that joint area is the conspiracy theory literature. And so he's helped me out a lot because I'm fairly ignorant of esotericism and occultism, and I only learn the minimum amount that I have to answer the questions that I'm dealing with in the social political area. And so this is really what you have to do, I think, as a researcher and a political dissident. You have to find a network of people that you trust, whose interests and knowledge complements your own, and you have to rely on each other in order to move forward. Because we don't have university jobs, we don't have jobs in think tanks. The regime denies us all of this. So we have to live in private life without state-sponsored resources and without the big capital and the foundations. We don't have any of that stuff. And so we offer our stuff for free, or we try to charge people just enough to get by, because this is not about making money, it's a labor of love. And so, let's see, about, 3 or 4 months ago, I did a long interview with Michael Joseph for his new website, for his new project here. And it's about the history of the Jews, and basically from the beginning of time up until now, as I saw it, several months ago, trying to just hit the high points. And so I think it was a 2.5-hour interview, and he's going to make the first hour of it available for free on his website. And so you can listen to that if you're interested, and if you have the financial ability, you can support him and get access to the rest of it. What else did I want to say? I would encourage you to support his project if you're able to. I know that there's a lot of people out there who take donations that are worth donations, right? And you've got to decide how to use your money. But I would encourage you that if you're capable, you should support Michael Joseph, because he has got a tremendous amount of information available that he's put up for free already. He's the real deal. And one example of this is how he has read the entire memoirs of Jacobinism by Ibe Barwell. And so this is a guy who lived through the French Revolution and wrote about it contemporaneous to the events. And this book is sometimes brought up, and Barwell is quoted as having said things that he never said, or drawn conclusions that he never reached. So there's a lot of, it's already an obscure but very important source, right? It's an obscure but important source. But then when it gets into the conspiracy theory literature, sometimes people haven't done their homework and they misquote it. So what Michael Joseph has done is he's already read the whole thing, and he's going to do a series on it. So good for him. He's going to clear this stuff up and help us all out. That's just one part of what he's doing here. So I encourage you to support him, wish him the best in his project, and I'd like to go on his show again and do another talk with him. We've got 2 or 3 ideas for stuff to do. The main problem is that I don't have enough time. But anyhow, this is my stump speech and ad for him. I have received no financial remuneration from him. I haven't gotten anything from him except goodwill and help trying to understand the issues that he and I are both interested in. All right. Thank you for your time.